Alright, let's rock and roll. We have to start tonight biology, business and industry, celebrity secrets, dragons, foreign dining, and alphabetical firsts. Animals in the class Aves are commonly called this. Mutagens are agents that cause this. In a turtle, this is supported by the fusion of the backbone and ribs. Of a watermelon, jellyfish, or infant human, the one whose weight has the highest percent of water. Well, grammatical context clues would help here. What is a infant human would not have worked. Chief part of a flowering plant that produces its food. Even his extramarital children didn't tear them apart. Their mailbox still says, torn page. Very funny. Noun for what generals attempt with a country, and Ted Turner attempted with CBS. From grossus, Latin for great, this term has been used since the 15th century for a trader of foodstuffs. Yeah, I could probably have made a guess there. Heavy makeup and retouched photos hid this Mildred Pierce star's freckles from the world. While under contract to Olivier, this network star romanced Sir Larry's wife, Vivian Leigh. The first of Disney's 7 dwarfs alphabetically, though he'd be too shy to tell you so. Chesborough Pond's is number 1 in cold cream, nail polish remover, and this pasta topping. What a combination. Should have gone with it. Ford made history in 1914 by establishing this as a standard length for a workday. I don't know. I prefer 410s myself, but... In 1773, London financiers acquired a coffee house and renamed it this, since shares were traded there. Like Mary Pickford's, some of these Shirley Temple trademarks were stuck on fakes. Yeah, I'll try it. Shelley Winters said this bus stop star secretly lusted after Albert Einstein. Fascinating. Calamare sensutinta is squid prepared this way. Had to make a mistake somewhere, I guess. Tint. Okay. Feel sorry for someone saying "sono a regime devo dinagrare," meaning this in an Italian restaurant. Yeah, really. Like leprechauns, dragons supposedly hoard this. There's a good chance the Daily Double's already gone. In Babylonian myth, the dragon Tiamat's upper half becomes heaven, the lower half, this. You know what, it could be Earth. Yeah. Last name of King Arthur's father, Uther, derived from the Welsh, meaning head or chief. Peter Dickinson wrote that dragons could fly because their bodies were filled with this. Too specific, I guess. Victorian game in which children snatched flaming raisins from a bowl of brandy or a flower. A German complaining, "Das Essen ist kalt," is saying this about the food. Say, "Kunnen we een biefstuk hebben?" and you've asked for this in a Dutch restaurant. To get this for breakfast, a Japanese visitor might ask for Quaker karasumugi. Oh. Among classical music's 3 B's, he's alphabetically first. First among baseball players, both alphabetically and in career home runs. First among nations, though one of the last places a Russian soldier wants to be sent. Of films directed by Costa Gavras, released in the US in 1969, this is alphabetically first. Okay, moving on. Presidential quotes, vacation spots, Shakespearean women, sitcoms, religion, and back words. Notice the back in quotation marks. Lucille Ball's first choice to play Fred Mertz, he had to wait till The Lucy Show to co-star with her. Through a Christian music group, Stryper plays in this rock style. With malice toward none, with charity for all. from the Greek for not knowing. This person believes God may exist, but there's no proof. If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. This nation should commit itself to, before this decade is out, landing a man on the moon. The Kennedy deadline. In the field of world policy, I would dedicate this nation to the policy of the good neighbor. My hat's in the ring, the fight is on, and I am stripped to the buff. Both Roosevelts in one category, huh? Jamaican sect that believes blacks are superior and should all consider Africa home. Consecutive, Oraway adults measure 2 children. The French call this part of Paris La Rive Gauche. Dixieland music has been well preserved in this city's Preservation Hall. Oh wow, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Screw it. She told her father, "I love your majesty according to my bond, no more, no less." Which daughter was it? Fairly certain I know which king. Be a guess as to which daughter. Cordelia. Capri's colorful cave. Chinese religion that teaches happiness and immortality. It has more deities than almost any other. think I have it down to 50-50, but that's not a shot I'm willing to take. That was one of them. The other being its rhyme, Taoism. He's the monk who heads the abbey. A snarl on a fishing line, or snarling against socio-political changes. You can view lions on your safari to this country's Masai Mara Game Reserve. State where you'd go to ride the narrow gauge railroad between Silverton and Durango. I don't think I read that right. Oh well. The barge she sat in, like a burnished throne, burned on the water. A doctor sat up 3 nights in Dunsinane Castle to observe her sleepwalking. Lady Macbeth, yeah. While hanging flower garlands on a willow tree, she fell into the brook and drowned. Seem to have left my courage at the door tonight. Romeo called this lady's love smoke weighed with the fume of sighs, but then he met Juliet. Sherman Hemsley's job was cleanliness in this series and is now godliness in Amen. Yeah. It's the piece of wood at the rear of a hearth, or, more commonly, all those unperformed tasks. I know that feeling. He was at the bottom of the ratings on A Year at the Top, before becoming band leader for David Letterman. No, wait. He was Carson's band leader, wasn't he? Or did I misspell it? Okay. Though ABC made 2 pilots for it in '69, CBS bought this biggest hit of the '70s. Leave It to Beaver and Sputnik were both launched on October 4th of this year. If I remember correctly, they did this quick. How about that? Way too close to the end to be splashing, so let's do this. The side of a race course opposite the home stretch. I thought that would be a little too on the nose. Spinal pluck. Let's back something. Ah. It is the Civil War. Here we go. Site of half the major battles, this state is considered the war's chief battleground. I've got 3 choices here. I'm gonna choose this. I also thought about Kentucky and Illinois. Cool. Thanks.